This is Boxing Tickets NA. We're here at the launch press conference with Crocker, Donovan. Delighted to be joined with the Mac attack, Tommy McCarthy. I was just saying to you before we started, it sort of came as a surprise to me yesterday when I found out that obviously you and Stevie Ward are finally going to fight at pros. Like, when did it first get put to you?
Just yesterday, we got a phone call from a manager, and that was it.
Like, you were preparing obviously for the 1st of February, obviously you fight in the BBC in the Ulster Hall. Like, I guess probably it's an instant one sort of for you to fight in the SSE Arena, Crocker Donovan. Like, you don't have to buy tickets now, you're part of the card, and a really big domestic fight that probably people want to see for years.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been buying tickets anyway. You know, I would get them free. Any tickets for anything, I don't buy it. Everyone knows it. But no, it's great to be part of it. Crocker v Donovan, a massive fight and a massive event, and the fight in the SSE Arena on a matchroom card, it's a no-brainer. So, as you say, I was preparing for the 1st of March or 1st of February, and it's a big show on the BBC, and so I was just going to continue training.
I guess the good thing for you is you already had a fight date before it was sort of put. Like, you and Stevie obviously go back a long way in the amateurs. You've obviously helped each other prepare for fights and stuff as well. Like, I was speaking to Stevie there, he reckons the record is 3-0 to you as an amateur. I think it was maybe 4 or 5 fights, but obviously you'll know your side of it as well. What was the record between you?
I think it's 3 or 4. I think we boxed 3 or 4 times. Yeah. And I won all of them, but that's in the past, so no Steve Moore to be coming to get his vengeance. And like I say, listen, Stephen was a big mate. We go way back. We started sparring when we were 13, and we'd help each other for each other's fights right up the last few fights. But this is strictly business.
It's an interesting one of the fact as well. Like, Stevie, I was just speaking to Stevie, he obviously still has plans to win the British. Obviously Mark spoke about maybe you obviously fighting the British title this year as well. Like, in some ways this could be seen as an eliminator, maybe even a final eliminator for the British title.
Yeah, you could put it that way, but I'm not even looking past. Yeah, I just want to make sure I win this fight, and because there'll be a lot on the line in terms of, pride, Belfast pride, and I just have to take care of business. Like, I can't afford another loss at this stage in my career, more than anything. So I need to win in order to keep going.
I think Stevie was saying the same there. Obviously, he sees it as sort of, his winner sort of stays on. Like, maybe the loser or whoever comes up short tonight may have to look at other options. The plan, you and Paddy had set a plan in place, but I guess sometimes plans are there to be broken. Like, this obviously catapults the plans probably even further for you, even quicker.
To be honest, it's all part of the plan, and everything's going the way we wanted. When I decided that I'm going to dedicate myself and have one last crack, everything's going the way I wanted it to go so far.
And obviously I can't finish without obviously speaking of obviously the other half of Whiskey and White. Tyrone obviously is fighting Harlem Eubank the week after you in Brighton. So, like, the two of you can be both buzzing. The fact that you're obviously on the SSE card, he's obviously headlining in Brighton. Like, Whiskey and White's taking boxing to a new level.
Yeah, it's great on both of us to be in the same mode, fighting around the same time. So it's good for the podcast as well. Help raise a profile a wee bit more. And 2 big wins for Whiskey and White.
And Tyrone was saying to me last night, obviously Harlem obviously stood in for him. He's obviously joking and saying Harlem stole his spot in the podcast. Obviously there was no trash, sort of, he just believes he's sort of better. Like, obviously it'll kick on well for you in March. Obviously you win, Tyrone wins, City's up for really big 2025s.
Yeah, Harlem's like a mate, as he said. He was on the podcast now. So Stephen's my mate too, but him and Tyrone are tight. Me and Harlem are tight, so me and Tyrone's fighting are 2 mates. So I don't know who Tyrone's supporting. He doesn't know who I'm supporting.
One of these will go against the other as a laugh. You always seem to have is it Tyrone keeps blocking you or you keep blocking him?
We both keep blocking each other, but the fight game's serious, so we'll definitely in each other's corners 100% when it comes to this. But we plenty of slag and plenty of content for the podcast out there.
And finally, obviously, how do you see, obviously, first emerge going, obviously, in your domestic dust-up with Stevie? Like, obviously, just a good fight. Like, probably you're not maybe going to predict in some ways how it's going to end. How do you see the fight going?
It'll be a great fight, and I'm just predicting McCarthy win.
Well, listen, thanks very much for your time. Enjoy the press conference, and I'm sure we'll catch you up in fight week.
Yeah, thank you. Whiskey and Wade, so like, subscribe, sure.